Hi friends, today we'll see about Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code of 2016 and why the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code have brought by government and how the process of dispute resolution have taken place. First we'll see about insolvency and bankruptcy. Insolvency means is the state of being unable to pay the money owed by a person or a company on time. In simple terms, if I have taken money, I am not able to pay on time, that is insolvency. And bankruptcy is a legal declaration of one's inability to pay off debts to creditors. People go bankrupt for two reasons. One is if their assets are less than their liabilities, that is, if a person property is 100 crores and he has taken up to loan 200 crores, so they owe more than they own. Second is where they are unable to pay their debts when they fall due. And we'll see about Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Why the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 brought? Because to resolve bad debts, devising institutional framework, creates Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India and creates the framework of insolvency professionals, and it will help lenders to come out of stressed assets. Let's see about how the dispute resolution of process has taken place. First, let us assume if a firm borrowed money from bank like SBI, Axis, ICICI Bank, these three banks came together, gave loan to the firm. This is known as when the banks are coming together to lend, we can call it as a consortium loan or syndicated loan. Let us assume 1000 crore rupees were given to the company. After getting the loan, the company is not paying back the loan to the banks. So what the banks can do? Previously there was a several mechanism. Now insolvency and bankruptcy code were brought. As this company not paying back, the banks will issue a notice of dispute to the borrowers, followed by a response period of 10 days for the borrower. And if the borrower does not respond, they will approach the National Company Law Tribunal. And within 14 days from filing with National Company Law Tribunal, the application must be admitted. The NCLT will appoint interim insolvency professional, is also known as a resolution professional. And once the NCLT allocate interim insolvency professional, the bank accounts will frozen and the interim insolvency professional became the regular insolvency professions, or if a new person will appointed. The regular insolvency professional is also known as regular resolutional professional, and the regular insolvency profession is appointed with the approval of creditors. Here creditors means like SBI, Axis, ICICI Bank. After that regular insolvency professional appointed, they look at how to solve the company issues, and then the regular insolvency profession get various proposals which are known as resolution plan, and these resolution plan bring the debted company out of the distress, and the resolution plan will be put up to the creditors. When at least 75% of financial creditor means the banks SBI, Axis, ICICI Bank approves it, then the resolution plan will be implemented by NCLT and to take the company out of the distress. If the creditors do not accept the resolution plan after 180 days or extendable by 90 days, the company will go into liquidation. So the company assets will be sold, that is liquidation. So this is the procedure to be followed. The problem faced by the government is by submitting this resolution plan, the existing sponsors, promoters of a corporate debtors like the company who borrowed from the banks, the company with the debt and the under insolvency proceedings are trying directly or indirectly to acquire stakes in these firms after post acceptance of resolution plan. Simply called, they are trying to acquire the company through backdoor processes, and the total resolution plan got vitiated. To avoid that, government brought insolvency and bankruptcy code amendment. Let's see the changes brought by government in insolvency and bankruptcy code through amendment and who are all disqualified from submitting a resolution plan. First, an undischarged insolvent and willful defaulters as per the norms by RBI, classified as NPA for over 1 year and convicted of any offence punishable with imprisonment for 2 years or more and disqualified to act as a director under the Companies Act 2013, prohibited by SBI from trading, accessing stock exchanges, indulging in fraudulent transaction, and a person connected to the applicant who meets the above criteria. These are the amendments brought by the government to disqualify from submitting a resolution plan. And why this decision was taken by the government? Because to strengthen insolvency resolution process and to prevent certain person from submitting a resolution plan to keep the unscrupulous and willful defaulters away. And the main thing is the objective of insolvency and bankruptcy code is it is not to liquidation, it is to provide a legal framework for the reorganization and insolvency and the resolution of corporate sector in a time bound manner and create maximization of value of assets and also to promote entrepreneurship. Thank you friends.